See, so guys, I'm learning to understand that if you're training something and if you're learning how to grow yourself differently, then you must, I understand you must go and grow yourself in ways. You're doing audio programs while you're doing some reading. So do reading and audio programs at the same time. And protect yourself with whatever you have. So you understand how to grow yourself differently. So if you are learning something new today, that you focus upon helping yourself to understand straight away that no matter what I'm doing, that you're learning how to grow yourself. So grow yourself in a way that I'm hearing what's going on, and you have to understand straight away that I'm learning very quickly about learning to do in terms of my life. So no matter what I do, I feel life gets. I see life gets boring if you never ever speak more into an audio program. So if you're learning how to grow, if you're learning how to grow yourself, then you have to understand straight away how to feel throughout life differently. So learn how to give yourself a choice, so that you learn how to go and do greater about your life. So I understand I can do anything, but it does work out for me to help myself to see straight away that my life can get very boring if I never ever talk more words. So I'm talking more words to make more sense of the world. Because if I'm just reading, if I'm just reading something all day long, I promise you it's much more how boring life gets. I promise you life gets so boring for me to just read from other people. I mean, you understand? I promise you life gets boring when I'm just reading. Guess what? I promise you it's more how I asked Jesus Christ how to make my life more advantageous and less boring. When Jesus Christ says talk more words, I would say talk more words, and that way you're going to learn to never be bored in the words you speak. I promise you. Jesus Christ says go for a walk somewhere. Go for a drive somewhere. In a sense, so for myself at least, I'm learning something. I'm learning to become the best version of myself regardless of the situation. And I'm learning to help myself to deliver information. So as I deliver information, I'm looking at my services over here. I'm looking to understand straight away how my life is. But everybody's going to come to this point in terms of this point in time, and everybody has to do this in terms of what I'm doing. And I understand that no matter what, the best situation is this in terms of what I'm doing every single day. Approaching now, I'm learning to help myself to grow myself over here. And while I'm talking to you, I never read while I'm talking to you. But I just read either music. I can listen to music while I'm actually talking to you, or while I'm doing a nice and beautiful podcast, I can go and listen to Mother Nature, or music while I'm talking to you, so I do better. See, I'm learning how to actually grow myself differently. I'm looking for better ways to improve my life, but it's different when you play music in your daily life. So no matter what, it's all how you have to go in a different way of life. So I'm not saying straight away how I feel that no matter what, I'm learning very quickly about how to just enjoy myself. So it's more how I feel that other people have more talent and success than I do in terms of something that I want to do. So let it be that way. Ask Jesus Christ, is that the case? Ask Jesus Christ says, yeah. I should have more experience. So what I need to do is be their student. I have to learn from people, yeah. So it's more how I feel. I feel that no matter what, I'm learning very quickly about learning how to grow myself differently. So as I grow myself differently, I'm learning how to listen to music while I'm actually doing a audio podcast. So I actually dwell upon my life much better but I'm not saying straight away how I need to just develop myself anyway. I need to develop what I have in terms of my life. So it works out for me anyway. So I'm listening to other people's music so I can love my life and so I can produce something of quality for myself. I'll do a life much greater. See, Armin van Buuren has his music in a way that once it starts off, it's just that punch and tone that you need. See, it's more how I feel. I see straight away I can learn how to do that for myself. And I'm learning how to actually grow myself differently. So it's much more how I need to copy. I need to copycat everything. I realized something. I realized it's much more how I need to walk. I need to go for a walk. Let's see, anyway. So as I grow myself, I realize it's much more how I need to see straight away how I feel. I feel that no matter what, the other people are more successful than I. But I understand straight away that I'm learning very quickly about how to do what they do. Much better. I'm learning how to actually understand straight away that I can create music for myself. And it's much more how I feel. Now I have done some music as well, and that's very much more in talent also. So I learned how to understand straight away how I can create music also, and I can do life greater as well. I can understand straight away. I'm not saying that I don't know what. Since I make long music happen, I realize it's much more how I feel. It goes a long way, and I try to create long music happen, and it's much more how I feel. Now when I make music, I'll have to make music a different way that I've never made before, and it's much more how I feel. So no matter what, I can see how the guy starts with a kick and a nice and beautiful bass line with kick. He has a kick and a bass line and a clap, and there you go with a nice and beautiful vocal. See, it's much more how I feel. And no matter what, the 4 instruments is more enough for you. 4 instruments is more enough at a time. And I see it's more how I feel that I need to put my nice and beautiful life over here. See, it's more how I need to love my life. I see now, it's not sure how different I feel, but I actually just tries to help me with my music production and everything. Actually, Jesus Christ says, the more you can just keep doing life in a better direction, I can speak to you guys always via podcasting and audios while listening to music is how I do it. I think it's more how I feel. I feel there's so much talent out there. I mean, there's a lot of talent. I think this is above and beyond almost home. I see it's more how I feel. I see it's much more how I need to grow myself with you guys differently. I feel my life is different. I see, so anyway, so as I grow myself differently, I'm looking for a better way of improving. And it's much more how I need to help myself to grow. So that's how I actually grow myself differently. I grow myself differently through making sure that I'm learning very quickly about my life. I realize when I speak in an audio program, I can listen to music while I'm speaking to you. So it's much more how I feel. I see it's much more how I need to grow myself, regardless of the situation. I see it's much more how I need to See, so I'm learning that nice beautiful fraction of life that is myself over here. See, it's all how easy it is to make music. The music is very easy to make, but now I'm focusing on help myself. To deliver information. So no matter what I do, I'm looking to grow myself differently, and I feel that I have to stand up and walk around. I feel my life can get boring. So now, is my life boring? I probably should know. Actually, my life is never boring when I'm speaking more words. But if I'm never speaking more words, actually life gets very boring when you're never speaking more words. I promise you, although I'm understanding something now. I'm understanding that no matter what, that life is getting much better when I just speak more words instead. I'm learning how to grow myself differently, yeah? I'm learning how to have much more money in my pocket. And listen, I have much more money in my pocket now. I'm learning how there's no such thing as one cigarette. I'm learning how to grow myself differently, yeah? So this is here, this is titanium together. This is more how I feel. And you guys have to answer the show, and if I go and do something nice and beautiful, I'm looking for ways to grow. I feel that no matter what that I'm learning that nice and beautiful action of life. Everybody is different. I see music I get money for sounds excellent. See, such more how it is. See, music I get money for sounds excellent. See, excellent remix. I see, such more how this one over here, in terms of what I'm doing over here, is different. I see, somehow. I'm learning very quickly about how this is. So this is David Guetta and Morton. So Morton, Future, maybe. I see Morton. I see it's more David Guetta, which is David Guetta Titanium Morton remix. I see it's much more how it's a new track. I see it's more how it has that sound I want in my life. It's more how I feel. I'm learning that different accents of music sound. So I'm not saying that no matter what, it's all how you need to produce music, and it may take you 20 years to produce that sound. But the more you try, the better. And the more you fall, the more you can get back up. In that sense, I realize anyway, so I'm realizing every single day I'm learning to grow myself in different ways. I'm looking to understand I have to walk around, guys. I see life is very boring for me if I sit down. Unfortunately, it's never boring if I sit down. Unfortunately, it's just life is never boring for me. Unfortunately, it's more how I feel I need to do something greater. I have to do something greater for myself, and I'm learning very quickly. I'm learning very quickly about life. So no matter what, I have that nice and beautiful dictionary of life. So I realize anyway. So as I go and grow myself, I'm looking for better ways of dealing with my life, and I need to go and understand that music never ever gets in the way of my audio podcasts. But reading words, or should words get in the way of me talking? And our words alone, in terms of my words, never get in the way, but it's something, as I say, in terms of other people who I may be reading from, then guess what, I'll probably then, I want to be able to hear everything, so no matter what, I only ever listen to music while I'm talking to you. because that way I'm learning that music, something in terms of music can fade away in my heart over here, and I'm learning very quickly about learning. I've been eating as well. I've been eating in ways of life. I've been doing my life much greater. So I actually just got what to do. I just got saying keep going. So you keep going. So anyway, so I feel how other people have opportunities more than I do in some areas, in certain areas of life. So go out. So it's such more how I feel. And no matter what the people have since over here. And now I'm understanding that I want to help myself to grow myself differently. And I feel like no matter what life is something more. I feel that no matter what I have to get myself more money regardless of the situation. To get myself a new tooth. I never to get myself a new tooth, I mean to get myself new teeth because my teeth may fall out, so see now I'm not saying something. Actually it's never about my teeth, actually that's all lies. Actually I'm just talking about a better time where I may understand that my teeth may fall out, for example. I may have money in my bank account to be able to put screw-on teeth inside of my mouth so I can eat and so I can look greater and look better. So I'm gonna be that way. I see then I understand straight away how I feel different. I feel that no matter what I'm learning very quickly about inspiration. I need to grab more inspiration to our daily life to showcase myself as something greater. So if you understand sometimes that what I'm doing right here is I'm learning to speak to you guys while I'm actually listening to music. And I understand that no matter what I need space. I need space to recommend to myself over here something greater all the time. So I need to settle about life because I feel that no matter what that my life is moving forward. I feel that no matter what I have to put in a lot more effort. I have to put in a lot more effort to succumb to a better way of life. But I'm already done with this life. I ask Jesus Christ to help me out always. But Jesus Christ has already gave me everything. I realize that as it's much more how I need to just grow myself now differently. And it's much more how I need to just enjoy it, live life. I need to enjoy and live life differently, yeah? And every single day, no matter what I'm doing, I'm learning how to just help myself to deliver content. I'm learning how other people have success in different areas of life. I'm learning how I'm different. And I also have success. So I control for listening to music and consuming content of other people's content. And that's it. I mean, I'm learning very quickly about life. I'm learning how to grow myself, yeah? I'm learning how to never waste time. I'm never a bum. So I'm looking to enjoy myself differently. I'm looking for ways to help myself succeed. And I'm learning to just stick in the shadow here. While I'm learning how to grow myself differently. I just enjoy myself. And that's how I feel. I feel that now everybody's success is my success. And honestly, it's more how it is. I see it's more how I feel. I see it's much more how I feel that no matter what I do, I slept such a long time because I didn't want to get up. I never did want to get up because of the cold air. I went to sleep earlier than expected. I went to sleep earlier because I feel, let's say, I never that fatigue. I never didn't feel so much fatigue, but I felt I felt I didn't need to go to sleep because I just I felt like it. I understand that. So no matter what I do is, if I go traveling somewhere, at least I feel like going and traveling somewhere. I don't know, there's much more how I feel. I feel like no matter what, I feel like can swim pool. I realise now I've done that already. I feel like just waking up daily. I have a new life over here, a new life, and I'm learning something new. I realise that my wisdom can come up with something to produce music, and it's much more how I feel that I'm looking to have that money in my pocket. So no matter what, I'm looking to ask Jesus Christ what to do with the money in my bank account. I mean, Jesus Christ says, give it. I see now, I'm somebody that has money at least. I have money in my pocket. I have money in my pocket, but I'm looking to help myself to succeed, to live within my means, yeah? I'm living within my means. I'm looking to help myself to do that. So no matter what, I'm looking to enjoy myself, yeah? See, $2,455 can get me around Australia for a bit more. But now is the worst time to travel around Australia, for me especially, because New South Wales is in lockdown at the moment. And it's all different. See, it's more how I see straight away how life is pressing me to be a nobody. And I'm a somebody. I see sometimes I just realize something. I move up. I love my life anyway. I see it's not how I feel. I feel that no matter what I do, that everybody wants to be somebody. I see that every single time I succeed differently, I'm looking for more ways to improve my life. So I'm looking for myself to understand that I have certain confining of space over here. I know I can travel somewhere, I can go to Parramatta, but the restaurants are done. I never even go to restaurants. I never go to restaurants, but see, this is life, man. I see, man, I see this is all temporary, man. See, all of this is temporary. I cannot wait to get to Jesus Christ and see what's happening. I promise you. I see, so how I feel. I know way anyway. Oh shit, it's not how I feel. I'm learning very quickly that people have to get more success, but they have to do the amount of work I've done in terms of success to be considering themselves as somebody. I see no matter what that my life coaching is something different. I'm putting more effort in life coaching. I'm lifting myself. I'm learning very quickly how to understand that no matter what I do, that I'm learning to lift myself in the process of love and devotion, and I'm looking for better ways of dealing with life. And I'm looking to do more music composition, so this is how I do it. I have to listen to more music to have more of that music touch. That's it, it's more how I feel. It's more how I answer. I need to grow myself differently. So, see, it's much more how I feel. I feel that no matter what, that I'm looking for a nice and beautiful time. But guess what? First, it's more how I need to go and grow myself. So, as I grow myself, I feel that no matter what, that I'm learning how I live like I'm broke. But I'm never broke. But I'm looking to see exactly what I need to do, and I understand straight away. And you need to live within the means. And I say you have to live within your means. I say it's more how I feel. I see now I'm learning very quickly. So I'm learning how to. I'm learning how I need to go and understand something. I see now. It's much more how I feel. I'm learning how to grow myself. I'm growing myself differently. So I feel that no, I never kill anybody. I never feel like killing you. I feel like no matter what, I'm learning how. I'm here in my heart. I'm here. I'm learning how. I'm learning how like a prison. It's like a prison sentence over here in this world. I mean, that's how it feels. I'll say it feels like a prison death sentence over here. I feel like no matter what, I'm learning very quickly about loving my life. See, anyway, as I grow myself differently, I'm looking for a better way to do life. I'm looking for myself to enjoy. I'm enjoying my life differently, and that's what I do. I need to figure it out. I see myself doing much greater, and that's it. I have to accept what comes. I have to accept what comes in my life. So anyway, so as I really help myself to see straight away that I must never live in the outside world. I must live in I must live in the inside world, which is the words. I must live through the words. I see, otherwise the 9 to 5 makes you work physically. Whereas the outside world makes you work physically for this world. And then they make you work for money like a slave. Pretty much it's total slavery. See, so for myself, I'm looking to grow myself differently. And I'm looking to help my life to succeed. I see, like this, nobody's making me work physically, I love I. Because I'm somebody who's under allowance of the government at the moment. And I'm 29 years of age. And I've never had over $4,000 in my bank account from the 9 to 5 job. I don't lie. I promise you, because I understand straight away how it's not about money for me. I believe for me it's more about helping myself to succeed differently. And as I succeed differently, I'm looking for a better way to succeed. So it's not how I feel. I feel that I'm looking for a better idea. I see New Leaks of Winter Sun. I see it's much more how I feel. I'm learning that nice and beautiful, different aspect. I'm learning the nice and beautiful aspect of differences. Every single day I'm learning very quickly about just being able to go into an audio program and be able to sit all day long. Just being in the woods, I mean, what else can you do? I mean, listen to music and go into words and talk words all day long. I mean, what else is there to do but record your voice all day long? I mean, that's all I can do. I feel that no matter what, I'm learning very quickly about life over here. And I feel Jesus Christ is nourishing me to make some music. I understand, but I feel like when I over here with my words, I feel the words over here. A little bit that way. I feel that no matter what, I'm learning very quickly about how boring life can be. I feel that no matter what, somehow there's nothing to do in life. Actually, you have to see life, man. When life is something different. I mean, I'm trying to do the best job I can. And I'm learning how quickly I can function. So I'm learning how to do a greater job. I'm learning to go for a nice and beautiful time with myself, to help myself to live my life and to live my life much greater. I never regret doing long music, and a little bit when I move up. And I see straight away how I feel. I feel that no matter what, that's more how I feel. And no matter what, that if I feel like making anything, I feel like making long music happen and work. I feel like making long music happen and work. But no matter what, I feel that no matter what, it's more how I feel. It's more how I have to get to the vocals. And I have to make vocal music count. I have to make myself recognize I have a better time and I realize something that I'm learning very quickly to help open up an account for myself to do real nice and beautiful ways of life. And I'm learning very quickly how to get my DJ deck, and I understand straight away that I need to make fast music happen. I see fast music happen now. I feel like it's not sure how I feel. I'm looking at the beginning of time over here with my words, and I'm looking to grow my words, and I'm looking to help myself to grow one aspect of my life, which is words, every single day of my life. And I have nothing else to do, so I'm just learning how to grow my life anyway. I see straight away now. I'm learning that nice and beautiful life. I'm learning that nice and beautiful aspect. I'm learning how to actually grow myself differently. So Will Sparks is definitely in the motion of making music. I see now I'm learning very quickly about life. So I'm learning very quickly about how to grow myself differently. So I'm learning different architectures of life and different ways of being. But Will Sparks does it again so far. And I see straight away how I'm learning very quickly about my life. I need to make my account forward. I need to make my life forward. I see I'm learning to produce music, and I'm learning to help myself. I'm learning that nice and beautiful way of life. So anything like that, I'm learning now to learn how to sort different things. So I see now every single time I'm learning to penetrate people. I'm looking to see them like I'm looking to them nicely and beautifully. Being able to make that nice and beautiful way of life. I'm looking for a way to enjoy myself differently, so it goes out trying, see girls trying to do life. See, it's more how I feel. I feel that now that I'm learning to have that nice and beautiful way of life. So yeah, he can always do better. Unfortunately, everybody can always do better. So I must always understand straight away. I must understand I must understand straight away to love my life differently and see it's more how I feel. I feel different, so I love life. So every single time I'm looking for a better attitude, I'm looking for better ways to do my life, I'm looking for something to say, I'm looking for different ways of improving, and I'm looking for that nice and beautiful way of life. So I'm looking for every single day to love my life differently. I see it's more how I feel. I feel different. I feel anyway, so as I grow myself differently, I'm looking for that nice and beautiful. I'm looking for the nice and beautiful life. So I'm always learning something. I'm learning something different. So you have to understand to be in control of your life and words. Look, I mean, go and be what you need to do. I mean, if you want, go on video and love your life and upload your content online and do your work all day long. I mean, in the sense, I'd rather do my work over here in my house and work a 9 to 5 job out there. I'd rather do that, I promise you. No lie. I promise you, it's much more how I see how I'm traveling 4 hours to 9 to 5 job works in the mornings and stuff like that. Which that's a harder lifestyle. I promise you, why is that? I promise you, it's just the way it is. Which they make you work like a slave for some money. But the thing is, if you want to make anything of this world happen, then you need to make some money, don't you? Which you do. So you're working to make a life for yourself. Which that's all it is. I feel like I want that. I feel my life over here is just growing. I'm growing myself differently, so no matter what I do, I'm learning very quickly about the notion of helping myself to see that I'd rather just do my work like this. And I understand straight away that no matter what, I know it's all one image. But it's all one step. But it's all one step, I say it's all one image, I say it's all one number. So the world is one, so look at for the number one. I mean, always look for the number one and the one step, one idea that you can go from the track. See, see that one idea that you can go always, and you can always understand straight away. You see that I went to sleep because life is one. I never went to sleep because life is one, but I went to sleep because I understand the world is one. But I feel that no matter what, that as my number one is here, I first. I feel that no matter what, I feel I'm learning very quickly about. I'm learning very quickly about life. I love life. I'm learning to really persuade myself to do greater. I feel that no matter what, that as I grow myself, I'm learning how to grow myself. See, so no matter what I do, I'm learning very quickly about life. I'm learning how you can rework, so you can rework on a music track. I see it's more how it is. I see it's more how I feel one way of life. I see See, so how I feel. So I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great, but I have to show myself much more empathy that the world is one, that the world is going on its way. See, where is the one way I can go? I promise you words. I promise you words is the one way. So I feel that no matter what, I'm looking to inspire myself. I'm looking to inspire myself daily. I'm looking to help myself to grow. I'm looking to encourage myself to have a better time with myself. I'm looking to never go to sleep because I feel that no matter what, there's more how I feel. I feel to lay down and close my eyes. But why? I feel it's not how it is. I feel that although I never feel like doing that now. I said too long before. I feel that no matter what, life is just like that. Life, I see, a life worth living is the one that you speak through. And you have to speak through life, guys, and you have to develop on better ways of thinking and better ways of doing. I see it's more how you have to understand straight away to deliver content. I say try to deliver content better. Otherwise, it's more how there's a lot of competition out there for popularity. I should understand straight away how I feel. But there's some stuff that I see that other people never see, and that's something I have to utilize and have to apply into my life. And I'm feeling that no matter what, I'm learning very quickly about how to do that. So no matter what I'm doing is I'm learning how I never need drugs. Because I went to drugs before because I was so bored of life and I had nothing else to do. Which that's what drug addicts do. Drug addicts go fill the void. You never feel the void of drugs. I mean, I say I should try to speak words into those voids and try to do something nice and beautiful while also listening to music. But listening to music helps me to at least consume something like content while I'm talking to you. And actually I'm learning very quickly how miserable life can be. See, life can be miserable because you're sitting at home all day long doing your work. But where is your home? Your home is really in your words, but I'm talking about the physical realm. The physical realm is a miserable place to live. I mean, why is that? Because I feel it's all good. I feel life is good. But I feel that no matter what, I'm learning how everything is one image. And since everything is one image, I'm never missing out on anything, am I? I'm never missing out on anything, am I? I mean, imagine there was somebody here with me. Actually, that's the limit. Actually, other people are the limit. But when I'm alone, I have no limits. I have no limits when I'm alone. I can talk for as long as I want. I can do whatever I want. And then when other people are coming here, or when other people are with me, actually what happens is suddenly there's a lot of limits to talking more words. And that's how it is. Actually, otherwise I have to shut up and listen to you. Just like a dog. So the dogs are ready to have limitless potential. And that's all how I feel that other people never want to shut up, whereas other people want to talk over you. That's why as soon as they hear you talking more and more over them, they get angry. So what you have to understand is they're very ignorant toward you. They never want you to talk more because they are the ones that want to develop themselves. So I understand that now. See, that's why I give people a better direction and figure out a better way to go away from those people so you can go and grow yourself differently. See over here. See, it's more how I feel. I feel that no matter what, I'm looking for a better way. Until life, I listen to Miracle 3.5 by Lewis Douglas. I'm looking for better ways to have in my life. I'm looking for something to do. I'm looking for better ways to see life, but I see how alone I am. And life is just a day only. First the coronavirus period is restricting everybody to be alone. And just saying self-isolate. So that means that people are more tending to self-isolate, to be alone these days, to talk more words, regardless of the situation. Because suddenly there's new laws in place over here, where it's just how it is. And they're succeeding with that. So now it's more how people being in restriction over here around the world with the coronavirus pandemic. And people are issuing fines of encouragement to people and giving people fines for never listening to the police and never listening to the government. So you have to understand straight away that you never cop one of those fines. So it can be up to a $5,000 fine, and you have to understand straight away that no matter what I do, I'm looking for better ways to deal with life. See Vertigo by Alan Watts. See, it's more how I feel that no matter what, it starts off with club and how a nice and beautiful kick. One, I understand straight away. See, it's more how I feel. See, it's more move it to the side of it and move it to a nice and beautiful side like that, and you're making sure that you're making some melody work like that, and it actually does work out for you. Actually, it's more how I have to understand that and it's more how I need to learn how to make these riffs and everything happen. And I need to test the system much more. I have to test more the music sounds. I have to play around. See, no matter what, if you test out everything, that's what you can do. I feel like no matter what, you always learn something. You have to pick up inspiration from people, and I feel like no matter what, that people start getting jealous the better you are. If you start to do a great job than them and what you want to do, actually they start getting jealous. Actually, I understand, so make sure I understand straight away how it feels. I feel no matter what, that's how I feel. I'm not ugly, somebody understands nothing is ugly in life. Feel no matter what, that I'm looking for better ways to improve. I feel no matter what, I feel that no matter what, I'm learning very quickly about my choices and what I've done in my life. I feel like I've paid a hefty consequence to live this life. I promise you that that's what Jesus Christ gave me. I promise you, Jesus Christ paid the consequence of this life much more than anybody else. In the earliest time, you have to understand. Actually, in the beginning of time, first Jesus Christ gave the biggest consequence for living this life. Actually, you have to understand, and I feel that I've been getting the consequences too. I feel that I've been doing far less, but I'm doing far more now than ever before. I mean, you have to understand, I feel Jesus Christ can hear. I'm learning how quickly I'm living life, and life is different. I mean, life is just the way it is. But where am I going to go? I mean, where do I go? I mean, where? Because there's nowhere to go physically. Because you stay in isolation for 23 hours a day, and 1 hour a day just go to the shops and get yourself something to eat. And that's it. I mean, where are you going to go, brother and sister? I mean, where is it to go? I mean, they're saying, self-isolate. I mean, stay at home. I mean, wow. I mean, is that it? I mean, that's it. I mean, where else can you go? I mean, how much money do you have? I mean, where do you want to go? I mean, they're saying, unfortunately, the coronavirus pandemic is telling everybody to stay home. And stay home and stay home. Should people want to go out? Well, the coronavirus pandemic is the best thing that's ever been happening to me and everybody over here. I promise you. But it's a great law. I promise you. I see Jesus Christ says I agree. I promise you, it forces people to stay in their homes. And it forces people to go inside for help. I promise you it's a good thing. I promise you, where do I go? I promise you, where do I go? I promise you, I see all these businesses are shutting down. The thing is, more businesses are being open at home now. I promise you, there's a side effect always, but there's also something that's a pro and con about it. And there's no cons about it, the coronavirus, but it's the best thing. I promise you, we self-isolate and that's it. I promise you, live alone. I promise you, self-isolate by yourself and live alone. I promise you, there's nowhere to go for you. I promise you, there's no reason for you to be out there for no reasons. I mean, go and live a life. I mean, they're saying, I mean, learn to be someone who's far greater, so learn to understand that everybody is in this situation where they're just at home. I mean, they're always around each other, and now since they're around each other, they have limits. I mean, they have limits because they're around each other. I have no limits. I have no limits being alone. I can be alone and nobody's watching me. I'm the only one watching me. I'm the only one watching I. And I find better ways to deal with my life anyway. I mean, I self-isolate. I mean, what else can you do? I'm listening to music, but I never need to talk to other people. I never need to talk to other people either. I never need to talk to them at all. Actually, other people are limits to me. I am the way. And that's why I self-isolate at home. And that's why when I am the way, as Jesus Christ says in his words, I am the way, and Jesus Christ goes and self-isolates because he says, I am the way. I mean, you understand? It says, I am the way. I mean, there's no such thing as out there somewhere. Or should people go traveling out there somewhere, trying to find something out there somewhere? Or should all they find is images? And all they find is eternity. You understand? Or you can find that right now where you are. And you can find the same thing where you are. Actually, it's more how you have to live life differently, yeah? Actually, now self-isolate at home and live your life differently. And I never need cigarettes at all. I'm learning something. I'm learning to understand straight away. I'm learning to live my life. And straight away see straight away how I have much more inclinations to succeed now because I'm looking for a better way to succeed. I'm looking for better ways. Of dealing with life. You see, I believe in your extended mix by Norney. I see anyway, so I'm learning very quickly about life. I'm learning to understand straight away to succeed. And I feel the physical realm in here. I see that does my legs hurt with the physical realm? Probably yes. Probably I feel pain in the physical realm. I feel pain. I feel this pain always in the physical realm. But that pain grows your leg muscles. The pain, when you feel pain in physical realms, that's because you're building muscle. When you're building muscle, I mean, I promise you. The best thing you can do now is just grow yourself differently and help yourself to enjoy life. I promise you, self-isolate and stay at home. I promise you. It's the 20th of August. See, this is Sundowners by Dillian remix of Taste Experience. So anyway, I'm looking for better ways of quoting music tracks I'm listening to, so I'm sure everybody's different and you have to go your own way in music and you have to go your own way in everything you do. I mean, every single time I'm learning something different. I'm learning different aspects of life. I'm learning to become better and better with my music, and I'm learning the differences of art. But I feel like that time at Lil Bar stage where I'm learning to see that my music has been progressing ever since. I mean, my music is definitely much better than Lil Bar days. I'm understanding better than techno days too. So I'm definitely improving in my image of music, and I definitely understand that. So I understand straight away how I feel. But you guys have to improve yourself anyway, and you have to showcase a better time with yourself, yeah? And enjoy yourself differently, and seek to evaluate yourself. And that's how you have to understand straight away life. I mean, life is self-isolate and go inside. I mean, go inside. I'm enjoying the inner journey of life. I mean, that's all. That's all you have to do. I mean, in that sense, if you're gonna really enjoy yourself and learn how to live your life differently, and learn to really master your life by living inside of yourself in terms of living inside your word I. And that's where you want to be living. I mean, that's how you actually grow. And that's where I am now. And I'm learning how to grow myself anyway. I'm learning how to enjoy the smooth transition of life. I'm learning how to understand that there is always a better time for life. But you guys need to grow yourself anyway and learn how to lift yourself from tired, mood and fatigue in life. And learn how to be curious about life. I mean, that's what you have to understand straight away. I mean, every single day I'm learning how to understand. I'm learning that nice and beautiful feeling. See, you can bang a mile low. See, anyway, I see it's more how I feel. I'm learning different aspects of life differently. I'm learning how to increase my nice and beautiful way of life. I'm learning that nice and beautiful way of differences. I mean, you have to understand big room techno and how you actually really have to do a great life. I'm learning how to just understand straight away. I'm learning to increase my fondness. I'm learning to walk around. I'm learning to understand straight away. I'm living in the woods. I mean, the words is how I'm learning the words, and it's just different. See, it's more how different. It's all different, so every single time. See, anyway.